Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm Lindsey and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 points on the nose, 10 on the palate, 5 on the finish, and 5 points combined for the bottle and color of the juice. Now on to the review.
She's teasing me over here.
I just had to compose myself because he's got me rolling.
It's very larceny-esque, if not Heaven Hill-esque. I can't think of what this would be. So, my guess was larceny right off the bat. I was trying to get her to give me a cork pop tease, and it was a screw off.
So I said, clink, 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 clink. He said, it's a screw!
I don't even know what this would be.
So then while I was getting ready, he was sitting there going, when you have over 100 bottles of whiskey, it's kind of hard to remember which ones.
We have well over 100 now. We have like 150, if not more.
We'll do that video maybe this week. We'll go through our cabinet and my mini table, but until then. So we're back in the saddle again, guys. We are going to, both of us are doing a blind.
Not in the same video.
Not in the same video. John is doing his blind first, and he's very confuzzled.
Confuzzled? That's not even a word.
It is today.
Still don't know what this would be. It's a metal screw off, too.
Yeah.
Alright, so you poured a lot.
You asked for more.
I
giggled and it went bloop, and I said,
None of the scores are perfect, but they're all good. The nose, I upped a little bit. Cinnamon roasted peanuts right away.
Ooh,
Not the almonds, it's peanuts. It's
okay.
Straight peanuts.
I like cinnamon peanuts.
A little vanilla. Pretty decent amount of alcohol. It's hard to tell the proof on this one. Did I say vanilla already?
Are you done with your smells? You're all over the board.
I wanted to taste it again.
Oh, okay.
So, it seems pretty oaky on the nose. Which is confusing me because if it's a screw cap, it's cheaper. I think I know what it is.
What is it?
So, it seems almost one-dimensional, but the longer it sat out, some caramel showed up, and then I must have dried more on the glass because then it turned to caramel popcorn. And when I say one-dimensional, that's not always a bad thing. Complex, you get so many different kinds of smells. This one, it's right in the same group of right along that cinnamon roasted peanuts, vanilla, caramel, sweet stuff, nutty. Yeah. Very nutty. But when it's all in one line, it's kind of good, but it's something you have to be in the mood for. And I am in the mood for this tonight. I don't even know, have I ever had this neat?
Yeah.
Do I drink it neat?
Well, the bottle's almost gone, so.
Crap. Huh.
They're like this much in there. And they're this much in your glass.
There's a lot in the glass. So I gave it a 4.
Okay.
Because it does smell good.
Okay.
And the taste, very similar to the nose. But the cinnamon's a lot spicier.
Okay.
It starts in the middle of the roof, not even on the tongue, and it burns all the way back. And then it gives you a pretty good hug. I haven't been getting hugs on anything lately. There's a cat in my life. And there's some cat ears.
Hi, Mev.
So it's kind of weird. I don't know if it's rye, but it tastes like cinnamon. It's quite oaky, and it's tannic, which means you get that...
Tannic? Yeah. And I'm making up words.
Tannic is a word.
Okay.
Tannins are what you get out of the wood that's like astringent and
Astringent.
odd and like.
Got the new M&M over here, reading up. Well, this is our cat.
So, it does taste like it has some age, which is really confusing me. It leaves some burnt char in the back.
I'm just gonna put him down over here.
I got an ass in the face. And I get some vanilla on it too. The vanilla kind of sticks around and it's really sweet. But that's kind of more toward the finish, I guess. So the palate was one-dimensional too. Pretty much everything on the nose I got in the palate. But I like it, so I gave it a 7.75. Wow. It wasn't 8 or above worthy, but I felt like it was really close.
And again, John kind of touched on it a minute ago too. Just because we say things are one-dimensional or there's just not a lot we're pulling out of it, doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing.
No.
It's kind of nice to have a really nice basic bourbon, and sometimes you want the complexity.
I wouldn't even say basic. It's not basic.
No, I mean
it has
just
a lot
in general.
of flavor. It's just
in
like
general.
one certain type of category or
it
one.
better have a lot of flavor.
Is it expensive?
Would an expensive bottle have a screw top?
Weller.
Now you're stuck on Weller.
Can you give me a price range?
Nope.
So the finish, it has that burnt popcorn type taste in the back, or maybe char. That one's kind of hard to explain. It's that tannic taste.
Yuck.
No, you'd think it's bad, but it's not.
Well, burnt popcorn doesn't taste very good.
It's not strong. It just sits in the back a little bit.
Okay.
It intensifies as the taste regresses. Like as the taste goes away, you feel that get more and more. But on like the front and middle of the tongue, that sweet vanilla, the nuttiness does stick around, and I can still taste it. I haven't taken a sip in a while. It's hard to say. I'm gonna say it's a medium, because it's not strong for a while.
Okay.
But the taste does stick there for a long time. And the cinnamon does stick around for a while too. It's probably the most complex finish that I've ever reviewed. I don't remember getting vanilla and cinnamon and peanuts and char and all that all on the finish. That just sticks around. I like it. And that odd taste, it doesn't really bring it down. So I gave it a 3.75. I wanted to go a little higher, but longer and stronger taste for a while. I feel like that should be a 4. I'm going to change that to a 4.
4 guys. Going up 0.25.
Yeah. It's a big difference. Mm-hmm. A 1 point difference in the end. Mm-hmm. All right. So the look looks like a light brown, which confuses me even more because I had a lot of wood and I felt like it has a lot of age. Not light brown, like a medium brown, like wheat. So I had wheat with like a golden color, a little orange tint. It was hard to explain this one because it's. Look at Lindsey's sample; it's much darker. Can't really tell in the video.
Not with you behind them.
Use my bald head.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see where the color comes through.
Oh golly!
So the legs were decent. It has a lot of legs, but it beads up. I don't really like the beads, but it does have a lot of legs. So I want to see it in the bottle before I rate it, just in case the color's skewed from my fingerprints. Can you give me a price range? My guess was larceny.
Now it's LaRue.
Huh?
Weller.
LaRue? No. I don't think it's Weller.
Oh, okay.
So, price range.
Under $30.
Doesn't help. What shelf was it on?
I'm not telling you that.
Was it on your table?
Nope.
Alright, I don't know. Let's get on with it.
Pitter patter. You really don't have a guess?
No, I don't. Larceny.
Give
was
me
my guess.
something.
I can't think of anything with a screw cap. I don't know. I don't know.
It's of the Jim Beam variety.
Is it repeal?
No.
Is that? No. Ah.
Distiller's cut.
I didn't think you'd do it because we're doing the Cork and Dusty of it this Friday.
Well, guess what?
I wasn't gonna guess that just because of that.
So, I wanted to kind of see John's version of this, not just on the spot.
Yeah, I didn't rate it in Cork and Dusty's. I just said I liked it a
Yeah.
lot. I do really like it. So, I forgot to say on the finish, like the mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
It's got this like oily feel,
Okay.
and it's thick. I didn't even write it down. And it's got a great mouthfeel.
Good.
Wasn't this one non-chill filtered, did
Yes.
I say? I think
So-
that's why.
Unfiltered Kentucky straight bourbon, Distiller's cut, 100 proof, aged 5 to 6 years. So John and I found these at a good friend of ours store. They were $26, and we bought one, went to lunch, researched it, which we do a lot. We buy a bottle we don't know about, go have lunch or
I've
something.
heard about it, but I
and
didn't know they
research it.
didn't
Yep.
make it anymore.
I actually called Jim Beam and talked to a wonderful young lady on the phone. She was super sweet. So Booker No, which you guys will see this when we watch the Cork and Dusty's one, but Booker No, small version of this. Booker No hand selected these barrels.
Stop there.
What?
Fred no.
I'm
hand
sorry.
selected. Booker
Fred
died.
No. So Fred No.
Booker is Fred's dad.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the Booker's bottles while you were talking. Fred No hand selected these bottles, and he wanted to give something that this was like a roll of the dice for them. They wanted to try something out where it was at a price point people could afford, a little bit proofier, and it was hand selected. So it says on the side, Distiller's Cut is a limited run, unfiltered, aged to taste bourbon, personally selected by master distiller Fred No. This smooth yet complex bourbon is his inaugural 2017 release, meant to be shared with friends and family, which is a big thing with the Beams. But so we picked one up, we saw it, and John, he's like, it's $26. That's not that bad. Then we found out that they didn't make it anymore. She told me straight from the distillery that they do not have any of this at the distillery. And she said, if you do happen to see it on a shelf, grab what you can because it's not circulating very much.
So I came under the understanding that they do this like every 5 or 6 years. They do one of these. So I think they'll do it again. But this batch is unique. So
Right. So this, again, these are barrels that
so
he
it is
picks and
aged
just
5 to 6 years. Not chill filtered, so that's why I get the oiliness on it.
It is strained, right? You read on it that it was strained.
Yeah,
They put it through
strain
a
out the
strainer to get the
pieces.
pieces of barrel out of it, but they do not filter it in any way, shape, or form.
So that's why I get that char and astringency, because the filtering doesn't take that out. That's why I felt like I had some age. It doesn't have a ton of age. I was going to guess like 9 to 12 years, which was kind of throwing me off. This is a very rich bourbon. It's very... I didn't think you were going to blind me on this. I could have guessed this one, honestly, because I've been drinking this one a lot.
This is his, I don't know what I want to drink. I'll drink Distiller's Cut kind of thing.
It sits on the top, so I walk in the room and I see that, I'm like, oh, this is delicious.
And we have 3 bottles of it, so he's not afraid to get into it.
$26, honestly, I would pay $50 plus. It is like a lower proof Booker.
It's Booker-esque.
I would almost, maybe not pick it over Booker, but I
I
feel like
mean-
my taste was a little low.
Just because you know what it is.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
got
it
my
is what
honest
it is.
opinion. It does have that like very nuttiness like Larceny has,
Mm-hmm.
but Heaven Hill and Jim Beam are connected. Like their yeasts are all the same because they're both beams. Heaven Hill, Evan Williams, they're both ran by beams. They had the same yeast. When Heaven Hill had their fire in the 90s, they went to Jim Beam because they're very similar.
Okay. So
the color looks better in the bottle.
yes, very much.
It's like very bright.
Mm-hmm.
It catches the light.
It's
golden.
very prismatic.
I would stick with the wheat, but like golden dark wheat. More orange in it. So I'll give the color, the look, a 2.25. The bottle, I don't like Jim Beam's bottle, but this one, I don't know what is different about it. It looks more elegant. The label's like clear here. I like the black. So I'd give that a 2. It's just very modern and elegant.
One of their nicer bottles.
So that gives 4. I need a calculator. My calculator's been acting up. So
I think it's operator
4 plus 7.75 plus 4 plus 2.25 plus 2. It gives it an even 80, which I think is accurate actually.
I agree.
I wish it was a little higher, but $26, that's a hell of a deal.
It's a steal. And I'm happy we bought all of them.
Yeah.
Because
Kind of want, I heard some was at Mega Bev, but that's a long drive.
well, I mean, we got the next 2 days off. Maybe we'll make our way down there.
Alright, so I was thinking it was a weeded. I'm very pleasantly surprised. It is very soft and cinnamony and
I think it's an overall. I mean, Fred knows what he's doing. So I think it's a great bourbon, and I think it was a great experiment, and I am definitely
really an
looking forward to the
experiment,
next
but-
one. Well, whatever it is. I mean, you know, it works.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.